Ready as
I've got some character work to do, but I'm ready.
All right. So we pick up after leaving Nathan and as he goes into a much needed nap time after letting you know to give him a few days to collect himself. It is still early morning, the day of the silken soiree that Lycinia had thrown together for you all. But before that, that is where we pick up. What would you guys like to do?
Hey Zeg, could you help press the press? Oh my God, press the digitate. Oh my God, I got it. My clothes for tonight because they could use a little help.
Of course. I will do that for all of our clothes.
I mean, other than that, what do we think we need to do? I don't think there's much to do to get ready.
I believe a spa was mentioned at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yes, we need to just spend the day, and it is important for both of you to really succeed tonight. I have something in mind for tonight, but I think if we just spend the day centering ourselves, we shall be successful.
Well, that just sounds fantastic. Y'all know of any spots?
Well, I do not.
Not
As I
clue.
mentioned, I've never been.
Perhaps we should ask the concierge.
Well, that all makes sense. I'm sure they'd have plenty of information about, things to do and things to see, and a spa is one of them.
The concierge
Yes.
I mean,
at the Ember Hearth?
yeah, I was going to
Yes.
say, how about we just ask
Okay.
the barkeep for
Okay.
something?
All right, so you guys make your way back to the Ember Hearth.
This guy think we're staying. The Ritz-Carlton?
So making your way back to the Ember Hearth, you walk up towards the bar as Zetrin seems to be just sipping on some tea while reading a small book. Seems like it's a down period at this time as breakfast. Many patrons have already finished their breakfast and are going about the day. You do notice that the tavern is starting to fill up a little bit more each day as we grow closer to the games. But as you approach Zetrin, howdy, morning lads. What can I do for you?
Well, we were wondering if you knew of anywhere to go for a good spa day.
Oh, look at the treat yourself a little.
Yes.
There's a few places in mind. I mean, depends on how much you're willing to pay. But if you're looking for more on the cheaper side, the Gentle Current Bathhouse always treats you right. Couple copper, get you in, get you out. Quick cleaning. Nothing too fancy about it. But I mean, if you've got the coin, Linares Vale will also treat you quite right. So I've heard.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out for ourselves. Ain't that right, guys?
I'm just along for the ride.
I spelled that Lunaris Vale wrong. Hold on. Can I edit? Hide it.
Don't look at my mistake.
Well, let me edit it though, or delete it.
Redacted.
Yeah.
How much would Lenaresville run us?
Well, I mean, depends on if you're going for the full treatment. Cost of gold. You gotta for bathhouses and for the common folk, most of them are probably only making a few copper a day. So a bathhouse is really something that's like, I'm going to treat myself after, if they manage to have, a good week or two and have a little extra copper saved up. So for, for a full experience, spa and everything, the gold is going to be a little bit up there.
Gotcha.
But you can imagine.
Thanks for that. Helped me get perspective. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. But you can imagine between the price difference, what pampering is to be had
My, oh
at
my.
Lunares.
Well, if we want to, go big, we should go to Linares.
Sounds like it.
I suppose so.
Don't
We do
worry,
have the coin.
Andy, Anders, you're gonna love it. Trust me.
If you say so.
All right. So you're gonna head to the high-end spa, Lunera.
Sure.
All right. Zetrin lets you know that it is in the Gilded Promenade. So definitely guessing that this is it's gonna be, pretty high end. But you push your way through the early morning streets after bidding Zetrin farewell. Again, very similar like the tavern itself. The streets are starting to get a little bit busier. Not like when you were in App Labby, where it seemed like you couldn't walk anywhere without having to excuse yourself, or you'd bump into someone. But street vendors are already starting to set up. It seems the banners are being placed, festivities are beginning. But eventually you do find yourself in the familiar Gilded Promenade before you are find your way to a very posh looking building. It's very rotund in shape. Seems to have like marble pillars on the outside of it. As you can see, very well dressed members of the city either entering or exiting for the day. You push your way inside, and kind of similar to outside, there are polished marble halls kind of shimmer from the sunlight kind of pushing in into the building. The air smells faintly of jasmine and silver dew. And as you can see, as some individuals are being greeted by attendants wearing, pristine white robes, and being led through the halls towards their selected chamber of the spa. You make your way to the front desk, and there's this half elven woman standing there, also wearing the white robes. Seems to be kind of jotting down some notes in a book. But as she kind of looks up and notices all of your presence, is everyone just wearing like their regular clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm naked. No.
We'll probably go back and get changed after this.
No,
right?
that's fine. It was more to how she reacts to you all, because again, this is a higher estate establishment, and as you all kind of walk up, she has this like, she kind of furls her nose at you all, and I do apologize. We are not a food establishment. If you are seeking accommodations or looking for handouts, they are not welcome here. So if you may please exit the building.
Okay.
No, we're actually looking for, I guess, a bath, Claudia? Is that what we're here for?
Yes, ma'am, you mistake our intent. You see, my friends and I, we are adventurers, and we're looking to get pampered this afternoon, and we do have coin.
Oh, my apologies. I meant no offense. As you can see, we are a well-respected establishment, and sometimes we get the wrong people coming in. My sincerest apologies. Welcome. My name is Varys Thalora. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
And you as well. This is we are the collective, as we are collectively known. Might I ask what what will we be experiencing today?
Well, again, not to be rude or presumptuous, you have stated that you have coin, but I have to ask, may you show proof, please?
Oh, certainly. I'll just pull out like 10 gold pieces.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you can first things first, you can expect the finest treatment in my establishment. I spare no expense in treating all of my customers correct. So there are a multitude of offers that we provide. Are we looking for the full package or just simple baths?
Oh, Claudia, you tell me.
Is there like a menu?
I think we should go for the full deal.
A full deal. Well, splendid. Well, if we are going with the full treatment, the first thing that would be happening is we will make sure that all of your garments are taken and washed and cleaned and brought back to you in spectacular condition. You won't even be sure that they're yours. During this time, we will be adorning you all with scents and giving you some small snacks, prepping you for the next phase as you move to the baths and the treatments. We have an assortment of different pools that you may partake in, and depending upon more or less what you're looking for. But these pools will also be filled with mineral waters, or if you're looking for just a warm bath, of course we do accommodate. After the baths and treatments are done, then we can move you to the massaging area, where we will make sure that there are no kinks left, and everything, you'll feel light as a feather as soon as you're done. And then from there, we let you attend the meditation hall, where you are able to reflect on your experience and, quite frankly, just relax a little bit before eventually you will be led to your private lounge and given your clothes back, and with soft drinks available as well before you depart.
Varys, you had me at snacks. This sounds
Wonderful.
delightful.
Well, for the full package, we do offer group deals, so should I say collective deals?
Mhm.
Yes.
That was a good one.
For the lot of
Marvelous.
you, we can call it 10 gold even, and all of your needs will be met.
Okay. I will hand her 10 gold.
Wonderful. All right. As she kind of takes the gold and starts writing down in her ledger, she, kind of snaps with her left hand as several attendants that seem to be just kind of that were lined up behind her, move forward with robes for all of you. Now, if I could have all of you get changed and leaving your amenities with my assistants, we can begin the first step. I do hope you all enjoy, and of course, I hope you will come back and visit.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
Hey, when do we start getting the snacks?
That's not until phase 2.
It's phase 1. If I said phase 2, it should be phase 1. You, as one of the attendants, Claudia, as you start asking for snacks, leads you to your own dressing room to change into bathrobes. And as each of you take off your garments and change into the robes, as you exit and handing off your clothes, that's where snacks are provided. So as the attendants lead you down the hall, you're walking kind of barefoot. You notice like the different smells and sprays of like perfume, kind of like a weird car wash. As you're walking, like the sprays there are several attendants like nearby that are just kind of spraying them as you all kind of walk through the area. And Claudia, there are servants standing there with trays with hors d'oeuvres and glasses of wine as well. But as you head down the chamber towards the pool halls, one of the attendants kind of at the end of the hall, as you all reach there, Claudia, you probably even took a tray and are just munching off of that,
Oh,
I
of
would
course.
assume. The attendant at the end of the hall. Welcome. It is a pleasure to have you all. We have 3 pools for your availability. Is there anything in particular you all are looking for?
Are any of the pools cold water?
Yes, one of them. We have the Pool of Stars, which will, allow you to submerge yourself and experience the night sky, if you will, almost an effect. But that one is with cold water.
Um,
Oh.
you by chance offer a steam bath? A steam chamber?
If you're looking for a steam bath, the pool of clarity will be your choice. Mineral waters with steam pouring out through the room itself. It is a great room for rest and recovery.
Oh, I want to go in there.
Are there any options for adding conditioners for hair?
The pool of clarity will probably be your best bet.
Very good.
And then, of course, we also do have those who are looking to seek reflection or possibly revelation. We do have the pool of whispers, if that is more to your liking.
Oh, what happens there?
We actually have imported sea salt and seawater that is heavily dense with salt, and it basically just allows you to float on top of the water without being fully submerged. But it is just a quiet room. Not many people go in there, and it just allows you to relax and to reflect.
Oh, it's like a sensory deprivation chamber.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
Wonderful.
I'll take the pool of clarity. I need maximum muscle relaxation.
All right. For those that wish to use the pool of clarity, to the right, please. For those that wish to use the pool of stars, the door behind me, and for the pool of whispers, to the left.
All right. I go into the pool of stars.
Okay.
Go into the pool of clarity and look to see if there are any peepholes. Can't have anyone peeping on us.
I thought you were one to do the peeping.
No, no. I want to make sure I'm not getting peeped on.
I pulled clarity.
Make a perception check. All right, so Anders to the pool of stars, Claudia pool of clarity, Raven pool of clarity. With an 11, it's a very steamy room, but I'll get to that in a second. But nothing seems to. It seems like it's a very well respected establishment, and it doesn't seem like any of that kind of behavior is allowed.
Yeah, the purpose of this excursion is relaxation, remember?
I just don't want to get peeped on. Is that ain't asking for too much?
Out of sight, out of mind.
All right, Zagrak, Elmaril,
Full of stars.
pool of stars. Okay.
Well, I was hoping to go to the pool of clarity. But is that all right with you two?
Oh no, that's entirely fine. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't be like behind a wall with a little hole in it and peep at us.
No, no.
It'd be kind of weird. But I trust you.
I promise to keep my eyes to myself.
All right, let's steam black hams.
All right, so for the three that are moving to the pool of clarity, as you enter into the area, the steam kind of, hits your pores immediately. It feels, just like you're opening up the moment you walk in. You can see several attendants taking very hot basins and dumping, just as they described, this blue mineral water. It almost looks faintly like a what is that called? Like a spring.
Mm.
And you can see that this seems to be a popular choice, as it's decently crowded, but you do manage to kind of find a space for just the three of you, kind of away from everyone. The marble walls still kind of feeling the same exterior of the walls, with the sunlight kind of pouring in. For those entering into the pool of stars, it's a bit of a darker room. While the marble lining still fills the area, the pool itself almost seems to be black. And like, you can see that it's clear water, but it's kind of like it's like if any of you guys have seen like a pool like with red lining at the bottom, instead of like the classic blue, it makes the water look red. Kind of the same thing. It seems to have a black base to it and almost like a pit of nothing, but a little bit darker. But across the ceiling itself, it's almost as if someone like it's almost as if like Zagaruk took a bunch of salt and just kind of threw it up, and it all got stuck on the ceiling. But the way the light kind of hits the room, it almost gives like this feeling of nighttime itself. So at this point, I'll kind of, if you guys want to discuss anything, up to you, but I'll leave it open.
Hey, Zeg, do you sweat? Do you have like, do you sweat, or do you like pant like a dog? Because you're covered in fur. I'm just
oh
wondering.
no, I am covered. Yes. No, I sweat. It's
Fascinating.
pretty useful to have the prestidigitation.
Just constantly cleaning yourself of sweat. Hey, Raven,
I am naturally a little warm-blooded, though. So
Just
maybe not as much.
Really? That biology interests you, Raven? In your learnings? In your big brain?
What? Sorry. I was... The conduits they have here, channeling the vapor precisely. Clever engineering.
Oh, so that's what you were staring at.
But the pressure just over here is shy of optimal. A minor recalibration, and I...
Hey, Raven,
Huh?
real quick. I was just wanted to talk, going to this here, big event. I mean, it's kind of I just want to talk game a little bit.
What exactly is this event again? Another ball?
Well, you remember Lysenia set up that thing for us so we can meet some potential sponsors?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. I'm just...
Fancy dress.
Yeah. Confidence. I think it's also important to keep in mind that Wheeze isn't going in there as like beggars, because in reality those people need us as much as we need them if they're looking to advance themselves and gain higher positions of power. I just want you to keep in mind that we do have some negotiating power.
I see. So we don't need them, they need us.
I mean, but we still kind of, need them too. But they do need us. If they
You only
Alright.
need them for name alone, for the position.
Mhm.
They need you for a lot more than that.
So just know that we, going into this, we don't have to play, too low, and we don't have to accept getting pushed around if that seems to, come by. Because heck, they're looking to get into the games too. So, and just because they might be in a higher position than we are in this world, I mean, doesn't mean that they have all the cards. So just keep that in mind.
I got it. Hey, realistically, what do you give our actual chances of winning these games here? I guess we haven't seen any of the other competitors yet. Well, except that one Angelica.
Yeah, except for her, but I don't know. After that last little tussle that we had, kind of put a little fire in my gut for her.
Well,
I mean, that's the first time that we threw hands in a long while, and I don't think I ever felt so even-footed with her. But I mean, that time I got to push her around a bit and heck, make her look a little bit foolish for once in her life in front of the Drowned King. I ain't worried about her.
true. It was directly in front of that guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that just means she's going to be coming at me with everything she got. Realistically, I think we do have a pretty good chance. I mean, of course, keep your eyes open for anyone that's going to come out of left field, but I mean, in the short time that we've been together, I already feel us getting a lot stronger. Not just like physically, but like, like with experience too. I think we might have something that them other folks ain't got. No matter where they come from.
Right. Well, when we go to the soiree, maybe there'll be other competitors there too. Also looking for sponsors.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? But, that's all I wanted to put in your head. And, Zeg, of course, your input is always valued. You get us along so far with, just talking to people and stuff. So having you, backing us up, when
It's a big shame I can't do anything in the fight itself, but I hope I can give you a little bit of courage for tonight. And if Anders did not say no, I would have probably spent every cent that I had.
on the games,
On the games, I know you are going to win. Not even a question. You're the strongest natural fighters that I've ever seen. Other people have like tricks and things that they do, and some of those other fighters are maybe using Shore Rouge to get ahead. But you two don't need any of that.
Well, I guess that settles it, Raven. I guess we're gonna win.
Yeah.
You heard
Also, there
Zeg.
is a way you could help Zeg. I was thinking pocket-sized sandwiches that we can
Oh,
take with
yeah.
us
Oh, so
into the
what was-
arena.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Something to
That could
munch on.
work.
in
And
the
what
mix.
if-
Oh,
And all this steam is making me think, what if they were warmed? We could call them something like
steam.
Hot Pockets.
Steam
maybe.
witches. Hot pocket.
Hot pockets? How do they stay hot?
There's the trick.
You
I don't
put
know.
you put them in a little sleeve of some kind.
Oh, some kind of sleeve designed with like insulating interior, perhaps.
And then just as you're eating, you just like push it out. Oh my! I think that could work.
You know, with a pocket type food, you could do a lot more than just sandwich ingredients.
Really? Like what?
Like ham and cheese and pepperoni and cheese.
Pepperoni. That's
Oh, like sausage.
Sausage,
I guess I'm
mozzarella.
thinking. I guess I'm making it that someone else has invented pizza in this world, but like pizza ingredients. Where you could put-
Pizza.
Call it a pizza pocket.
Oh my gosh.
Strange that there's so many other foods and no one's ever invented sandwiches with me.
I think we.
It was right there,
We're hitting some weird level of clarity here.
This room
It's
is
the steam.
awesome.
We go on listing hot pocket flavors and ingredients.
So, while this conversation is happening, you're brought different soaps and conditioners to really kind of give you the full experience as you bathe the dirt and grime away. Anders and Elmaril. So, with you guys being in the pool of stars as you kind of submerge yourself, you both kind of take a minute to adjust to the colder temperature. But as you kind of dunk your heads, you realize that if you dunk it just right and open your eyes while looking up at the ceiling, it almost as if like starlight is kind of just twinkling across the ceiling. And it's very relaxing and cooling and a little bit different of an experience than the other three are having. But is there anything you two wish to discuss?
So, if you don't mind me asking, Elmaril, whenever your relic glows, does something crazy happen to you? You mentioned teleporting before, and I mean, just recently, right before our eyes, you grew.
I would say yes. If it starts glowing, it's generally a sign it's about to do something. Yeah, I don't know what, but it could be just like blow a puff of air, but it's gonna do something.
Interesting. It's just curious that when I touched it, it happened to you. So,
Yeah, it's like it's linked to me.
This is so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I've never
mean,
left my home forest this long, so these pools kind of remind me of the streams back home.
Yeah. It is nice to be in here. It's definitely better than where we just were.
Well, we literally were covered in shit just or a day or so ago.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, where did you find your relic?
Wait, which? Hold on. I'm sorry. About the Terralite.
Hmm.
So I've had the Terralite for a little bit now. Not too much. Not too much longer, or too before I met you guys. Accidentally. Yeah, this has all been kind of in the past. Really, past month?
Oh,
It's 2 months maybe. It's honestly, time gets hard to pick up on when you don't know where you are half the time. Uh, but
that's very true.
yeah, sometimes things move, at a glacial pace, like, lifetimes happen, or it seems like, and then it seems like everything happens in, a short amount of time. It's unpredictable and
Can imagine that can be quite stressful.
just a little bit. Yeah, not always. It's mostly not fun. Yeah.
Well, it seems you're in this for the long haul, so.
Yeah.
Then if these are all connected and they're all going to be affecting you, are you prepared for that burden?
I mean, am I? I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a choice, it seems like. So I have to get okay with it at some point. So
Well, as long as you don't just spontaneously teleport away from us, we're here to help you through it.
yeah, I appreciate that. I think we been a good team so far.
All right. Eventually, all of you complete your baths, and Zagruk looks like Amos after a bath where he's just all puffy. The hair
Quit
all
moving around. I'm
curly.
trying to dry you off.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. Brushing's his favorite part. But eventually, you all exit your pool chambers, and you are led to the massaging rooms. Each of you gaining your own room as these attendants really know how to work it. If any of you are wanting full like elbow into knots, like you're getting. But you all feel much more relaxed, much more. Even if some of you had like more pain from the massage afterwards, you kind of just feel like you're floating. Eventually, you're all led to kind of a somewhat like a sauna. It's a little warm in the room, but it's a very cozy room. As they kind of take you through a guided meditation, as you know the last of the sweat kind of coming out of your pores and really kind of finishing off the last detail of your journey before you are eventually led into a private lounge, where more snacks and drinks are provided. Um, your garments brought back to you in pristine condition. Um, but is there anything you guys wish to do before leaving?
No, I've got nothing.
No.
All right. So you all gather your things, thank the attendants, and make your way out of Lanera's Vale. So before the evening's soiree, is there anything else you all wish to accomplish?
No.
I've got nothing.
Yep. Nope.
Feeling ready?
Oh yeah.
I did think this is not this is a soiree that will like it's Lysenia, right? Lysenia.
Yes. Mhm.
She's Lysenia will be in attendance.
She is the one hosting, because that was the deal that she had made, because she's very well connected, and so the deal that was made when you retrieved her sketchbook was that she would set up something small for you, so that way you all could rub elbows with possibly suitors for uh sponsorship for Claudia and Raven, but also just to connect you with some higher end, powerful people in the city.
The only thing I can think of is that maybe be wary of House Micah seeking their revenge right away.
Hmm. Oh, that's a good point. Well, hopefully we won't
But
see
we
anything
will,
about that.
yes. And if
I'll
anything happens, we're there.
I'll say this,
Micah's.
because yes, because House Micus was at Distra's showing, you can probably take a guess that she will not be there.
Probably not in the same circle.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of clicky. Well, after that spa, I think I'm a clear body and mind right now.
Sorry, I was thinking of the lady from Apple Abbey. Yeah, House Micus was the one that was funding Destray. So Lysenia was very much against them as well. So you can guarantee that they probably will not be there.
That is good. Yes, I'm. That was one heck of a spa day. That was incredible.
Yeah, it was. Anders, Elmeril, how'd you guys enjoy the pool?
It felt like being home again. And we got to
It's very,
talk about our relics a little bit.
yeah, it was relaxing.
Sounds therapeutic. And don't you
Well-
worry. Well, I mean, we're going to be going to your home soon enough, right?
I suppose that's true, but we still have a lot of business to attend to here for you and Raven.
That we do.
So,
And hopefully, I mean, you know, it benefits me and Raven. It's going to benefit y'all as well. Very well could be pulled into some stuff that requires the whole crew.
that is very true.
Maybe when we all get one, we can use it in fights to make Elmeril transform on command.
With his consent, of course, right?
Yes, sure, yes.
I don't know if I'll go. I don't know if I can become big every time. It's no guarantee it's all at the same time or the same thing. So careful what you wish for.
I mean, what's the worst could happen? He could turn into a potted plant.
That is not that bad.
If it makes you feel any better, if you did turn into a potted plant, I'm pretty good at keeping them alive, so.
That's true. You do live a pretty good life.
At least until we could figure out how to turn you back. Well,
Yeah. Well, I guess we should probably stop standing outside on the step, huh?
Let's go gussy up.
Alrighty. So you guys make your way back to the Ember Hearth. Having an early dinner, as you know, it's one of those where you're like, hey, is there going to be food? Should we eat before? Let's go ahead and eat just to be safe. And you all adorn your fancy garments that you all acquired from Lycinia before making your way to the Virtue Amphitheater. We're going to wait for the Silken Soiree that Lycinia has put together for you.
where do you say we're going to? I'm sorry.
The Virtue Amphitheater. I can't spell tonight for some reason. There we
Oh,
go.
I can never spell the word amphitheater. I'm sorry.
Amphitheater. All right. So, as the sun begins to set, the magical lanterns and lampposts that line the streets of the city of Rulin begin to light up. Dressed in your finest garments, you push your way through the city, eventually finding yourselves at the Virtue Amphitheater. You can see it's a very kind of opened area, kind of garden-like ballroom, essentially. But the weather is just right. It's definitely, we're definitely into the Sunwell months, but the temperature has dropped as there's a nice cool breeze pushing through. A glass dome kind of covers the main ball area, with as the moonlight kind of pushes through it. You can see small gardens and koi pools kind of placed strategically amongst the area. There are soft fireflies kind of pushing through the area, dancing around as many guests have already. What the fuck is it? Did I spell amphitheater wrong?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have it spelled wrong on my notes too. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Trey. You would think spell check would have caught me on that, but it didn't.
He doesn't know how to spell it either.
Yeah. I don't know. Guess. But fireflies kind of dancing amongst the guests as they seem to already be partaking in the evening's events. As you arrive and enter amongst everyone as the party is already going on, a soft, familiar voice. Ah, my friends of quiet step and clever hand, those who stitch order back into fraying seams, welcome as Lysenia pushes forward and welcomes you all. I'm so glad you all were able to make it. As you can see, quite the turnout, a bit more than I was expecting. That is my fault. I do tend to get a little overhanded when it comes to these things, but when you are connected, one word gets to the other, and eventually everyone is saying, well, why didn't I get an invite? And so more and more invites were placed, but there are many folks I am excited for all of you to meet. So please, I won't keep you. Don't worry. Hors d'oeuvres will be served shortly. But for the time being, have a wander. Go meet, shake hands. You are the guests of honor tonight.
And it is an honor to be here. Thank you so much, Lysenia.
The pleasure is all mine. If it wasn't for all of you, I'm not sure my business would have been able to handle that setback. But because of you all, it's going to be more fruitorious than ever. So please, there are a few hands I must shake myself. So again, thank you. And please introduce yourselves, and we'll be in touch shortly.
I curtsy.
She gives a respectable bow, and she
Bow back.
whisks away. The party guests spread out, seem to, just be chatting amongst themselves. Definitely seems like the majority of them all know each other. And maybe some of them just haven't, spoken in a while. But the conversations seem to be flowing. They're all dressed in very fancy attire. You can probably guess who they are all wearing, if you will. But after Lysenia greets you, there are a few notable individuals kind of looking your way. You see a rather large human, probably about like 6'5" human male. Definitely has a very shaped nose. Maybe has been broken once or twice. His scruff kind of overshadows his very, very nice white suit. But he seems to have taken notice of you all as he begins to approach. Well, I say now, this must be the collective that Lysenia has been saying. I say.
Yep, howdy, that's us. But what's your name, mister?
Oh, pardon the intrusion. Remy Dubois. Very nice to meet you all.
Oh, fine meeting you, Remy. My name is Claudia, and I will extend a hand and, give him a shake, but also a test of strength in a way.
He greets you with the shake. It's a very firm grip, but it's not that like overpowering grip where you're like, ow, my hand hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's a very, it's stern, but
yeah.
respectful.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
And, but as he shakes your hand, he looks you in the eye. I say now. I can tell where that accent is from. You know we do not shake hands in the South. Come on in, bring it in. Come on now. As he brings you into a nice
Okay.
firm hug.
So I stiffen slightly and then slowly give a gentle pat on the back, and then push away a little.
You know, people in the South are much more friendlier than as opposed to the city of Rulin, where even if you've just met someone, they're going to go in for a hug.
I'm sorry, I haven't experienced Solarian hospitality in a little while. I've been on the road for a bit.
I say, well, it's best to bring some type of southern hospitality up into the north. I say it brings a little bit of more joy to those around us. Wouldn't you agree?
I say I would, Remy. I say I would.
Apologies to the rest of you all. Remy Dubois, it is very nice to meet you all.
Lovely meeting you.
Greetings.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Well, I say, I do not recognize. Well, I say that I do not recognize, but I recognize not as southern accents from the rest of y'all. So I will not greet you as I did your friend Claudia here. But I must say that Licinia has spoken of all of your deeds that you have done for her, and it is just a pleasure to meet all of you. And I say, it is just a great night, and I am happy to be in your presence.
The feeling is the same. I am Zegorok. The real people, the people of the hour here. You have met Claudia, and this is Raven.
Greetings. My name is Raven Frostgale.
Well, it is a pleasure, madam. A pleasure indeed.
May the fates allow your evening to proceed favorably.
I mean, I'm hoping that they are quite generous at this moment.
Well,
I am Anders Stildu.
Anders, it is a pleasure, my friend. A pleasure, my very tiny friend. Well, I must say, I hope you do not mind, but sometimes I cannot let the silence fall where it be. But again, Licinia has spoken greatly of you all, and I must say, when I heard what you did to that boy D-Stray, it just fills a man's heart knowing that there are people out there, you know, that care essentially and are willing to go above and beyond for those that employ them.
Oh yes, we are always willing to do that. Especially if it's something fun like that.
It has been quite fun to watch the aftermath of it, if I must say. I tell you, I say that D-Stray, he ain't got a backbone worth nothing. After what you folks did to him, he folded like the Sunday paper, I tell you.
Yeah, it really was quite the mission. Hey, Remy, if you don't mind me asking, what's a fella like you doing here in Rulin?
It is great that you would ask me. I am a businessman through and through. I saw opportunity here in the city of Rulin, so I uprooted myself by my own bootstraps from Solaris all the way up here to Rulin because I saw opportunity and I took it. I am a landowner here, and I own several housing markets as well as several homes that I may rent out to other individuals. And it's a funny thing that you would mention that at this moment, as well as I have been singing your praises since all of you have been here. But if it pleases you all, at some point this evening, please come back and find me, because the work that you have done for Lacinia, I was hoping that maybe I might be able to bring you under employment myself.
Oh. Well, you certainly have piqued interest.
So you're interested in sending some employment to the collective?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That would be of kind interest of myself. We don't have to get into it right now, unless, of course, if you have other hands to shake. I'm sure I am not the only one here that is excited to meet you all. But of course, if you are interested and are looking for more coin as well as a possible partnership, then I think that our mutual arrangement here might be fortuitous to both parties involved.
Well, I think we'd have to talk about that further, but we just began our rounds.
Of course. I do not want to take away too much time of those that are the guest of honor. So when you have free time, please come and find me and we will conduct business from there.
Well, may I ask, Mr. Dubois?
Please call me Remy.
Oh, well, Remy, we have been, you could say, underground since our dealings with Soiree. We're not really in tune with the political consequences of what happened. Could you fill us in on anything big that he's been doing?
That boy, I already told you, he ain't got no backbone worth nothing. He's softer than an ice cream cone in the middle of the Sunwell months. That boy ain't got nothing. But I will say that House Micus was not very fond about what happened that evening. However, I will declare that they do not seem to be none the wiser as to who or what may have happened that evening.
Well, I suppose
okay.
it should stay that way as well.
You will not hear a peep peep or a tweet out of me, I tell you.
I will say I don't necessarily have anyone to meet. I'm interested to hear about your job.
Well,
You all-
please, why don't you and I, because I understand that there are possible other fortuitous adventures for the rest of your friends and your party here. So, and I do mean that the word has spread, Miss Claudia and Miss Raven, that sponsorship is a question of the evening. So I will not waste any more of your time. I would, prefer. I unfortunately am not of house stature, so I cannot provide that for you. So I would definitely encourage you to, although the word has spread amongst all of us that is what you are here for. So I would encourage you two to go about and mingle with the rest of the party. And me and this fine young man here, we can conduct business.
All right. Raven, let's get to it.
Now tell me, young man, tell me about your life as we go on over here to this other table to let the next scene slide in. So as he kind of pulls you away.
Well, you see, I came from the.
All right, so as Remy Dubois takes Anders away to discuss business, what would the rest of you like to do?
Could I catch Raven and Claudia before we go to any important people? Okay, so I have a magical assistance that I could do. It lasts about an hour, but it would definitely improve all the conversational skills.
Oh, well, how would you do that?
Well, Would you like it to be now? It seems like if you're meeting everyone now, then it'd be useful, yes?
Can you do it to both of us?
I can. Takes a little bit more out of me, but I definitely can.
I mean, I'm for it.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Just a little bit of magic. I'm going to take out a feather and start casting a spell touching both of them and casting enhance
Consensually.
ability. Yes,
Yes,
consensually.
yes, you may touch me.
I'm gonna cast enhance ability Eagle's Splendor. With a 3rd level, I can target an additional creature.
Oh,
Eagles Splendor.
Yes. So it is just advantage on charisma checks.
Actually,
oh, nice. Cool.
That's nice. That's big.
I'm feeling conversationally sharper.
I am as well. Wait. Do I always sound this nerdy?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately,
I
you
have
do.
to trim that off a little bit.
I always have this drawl.
Yeah, unfortunately you do.
Mm.
Huh.
I'm weirdly aware now.
A little bit of the pool of clarity sneaking in as well.
Yeah, probably. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Clarity. Clarity. That's a weird word.
Well, I wish you luck, and might as well take these too. I'll give bardic inspiration to both of them as well.
I'm juiced up.
Oh,
with a
man.
no baked cookie.
Oh,
Getting
man.
maxed over here.
Yeah. Oh.
I just want to talk to everyone.
Yeah.
You there,
yeah.
sir? No.
You want to make a deal? I'll get it. All right, Raven. Let's scan, see who we can talk to. As I get a handful of hors d'oeuvres, mostly deviled eggs.
Well, they're not being passed out just yet.
Oh man, I scanned for the hors d'oeuvres.
You did get the 2 no baked cookies.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, I'll look and see, scan around, see if there's any houses that I recognize.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. While you're doing that, since Raven and Claudia, you guys will probably just mainly be, doing it, the shaking of hands and trying to find the right person that you could possibly be looking for. Zegruk and Elmeril, what do you two plan on doing at this party?
Well, I really wanted to help them, but now that that is out of the way, I just have to hold that little spell in my head. What are you thinking, Elmeril?
I'm not really sure. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
It
It's
looks
very
like Anders
overwhelming.
has a... Oh, well, yes, it can be. It looks like Anders has a good idea of splitting off for the employment aspect.
Yeah, we could do that.
Maybe
Probably
we just
shouldn't
go
be
around
sending-
and advertise the collective.
Yeah, probably should just be standing around doing nothing. So,
All right. So you guys are also just going to be mingling.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Or
Probably once I get a couple of drinks in me, I might start dancing.
Okay. I would like you two, and both of you, to make perception checks, please. Okay. So, as you two are kind of mingling, walking around and trying to find a good place to, kind of sit and people watch, and Zegarek, you kind of tune in to what everyone's kind of really talking about. The main point of discussion seems to be how House Micus was very, upset about D-Stray's efforts. And again, they're very fancy folk and are very much to the point of, like that Southern woman gossip, like bless their heart kind of situation, while laughing about it. This seems to be the point of the main discussion as you two kind of are walking through as well. Many of them kind of are just giving you nods as they are respecting the fact that you are also part of the guest of honor for the evening. There is a interesting conversation, though, as you tend to pass two gentlemen kind of sitting, not really sitting. The tables themselves are like standing tables. So it doesn't seem like, at least in the main area, there is much sitting going on, but they're standing at, a very tall table, kind of enjoying some drinks. I mean, I guess that, just depends on your interpretation, Vorik. I personally don't really see it as much of a threat. If anything, all it can be is just, massive, displacement in the city that will always happen amongst the commoners. But do you really think it's that much that we should bring much note of it? This elven man with, kind of long, silky white hair, he's just kind of sipping on his wine, very pointy ears, piercing green eyes. The loom will always take an interest in these types of things. And while they bring a mockery of such entitlement to their name, the House of Black might be something of note. And it is something to keep an eye on. Vorik, you and the loom, always worried about things. Anyway, Vorik. Oh, yes, coming. Sorry, Vorik. We'll continue this conversation later. The elven man that seems to be going by the name Vorik gives him a bow, and the other man whisks away as he returns to his drink. So, but as you two begin kind of mingling, we'll take your 18. Conversation towards, a lot of the folks that you're meeting are, simple business owners, but that seem to be doing pretty well. As you inquire about the work itself, not too many people, a lot of them kind of offer like, come clear out my storage room, shit like that. But doesn't really seem like something that's tailored towards your group's specific, your group's advantages. So, jumping to Claudia and Raven, I would like for both of you to give me perception checks, please. Okay. So, let's see here. As you two begin to start to kind of mingle amongst the crowds, the vast majority of them are very much like, "Oh, pleasure to meet you. Like, Lycinia has told us so much about you." And a lot of them are, definitely seem to be of house stature, but it doesn't seem as if most of them are like either interested in the sponsorship type or really have any weight in the games. A lot of them seem to just be typical enjoyers of the game. These seem to be, at least for the most part, the first few that you talk to seem to be of like lesser house stature, and really kind of beginning in their house stature, and are starting to work their way up. While the games might be a fortuitous step in the right direction for them, the return of investment doesn't seem, the highs don't really outweigh the risk that is involved in it. After, kind of mingling for about 10, 15 minutes or so, Claudia, you notice that this person hasn't really been following you, but more following you with her eyes. Just very calm and calculating. But has definitely, after a few minutes or so, you definitely clocked her kind of watching you as you, very, very similar to how, when your father used to throw his soirees to mingle with the upper hands. You kind of picked up a thing or two in those types of situations. But as you're mingling with the guests, you definitely notice this seems to be a middle-aged woman, gray streaks in her hair, very fancy attire. But she has been clocking you two for a while.
Okay, I guess at some natural point, we'll break off from whomever we're talking to and hope they come to the games and lead Raven off to meet this woman.
So, as you two approach, again, she's just calm and studying as you two kind of approach her. Good evening.
And a good evening to you as well. Couldn't help but notice that you've been eyeing us for a little while. So I imagine that you already know who my friend and I are.
Word gets around quick in these parts.
Well, that just leaves the mystery as to who you might be.
Make a history check for me real quick. As I am Senator Karen Vendrell. You recognize the name for two reasons. Number one, she's a senator. She is one of the oh god, I can't remember how many I said are in Rulin. I don't have those notes in front of me, and honestly, I don't know where they are. But she is one of the senators of the city of Rulin and has been for a while. So that's first. So she's a little annoyed. Not really in the sense of like, don't you know who I am, but more of like, come on, have I not done enough? Like, does my name not speak for itself kind of thing? But the second reason that you recognize her name is because you all were representatives of House Vendrell when you attended Destray's revealing of his new work. That's how Lycinia got you in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
I, of course, give a slightly surprised look initially and say, "Oh, well, my apologies. It's just that we've never actually met before. I wouldn't have recognized you."
That's
But
quite all right.
it is a pleasure to officially meet you, and we had your invitation to Lysinia's. Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? What was,
She so when Lycinia
Yes,
got you guys into D-Stray's showing,
Mhm.
House House Vendrel was invited. However, they did not attend because Lycinia convinced them to give the invitation to you, and you represented House Vendrel when you attended.
Okay. And really, that event that you missed out on, yeah, really wasn't worth going to anyway.
So I hear, although I also heard that the one thing I did miss out on was the food, but that is no matter. However, when Lycinia did approach me about the situation, I was a little confused and also intrigued. You see, I also had plans of attending that evening, not just for my own amusement, but for my own gain as well.
Yeah, well, but frankly, that's more or less why we went as well. Not so different. Perhaps a different approach.
Quite different. But that is neither here nor there, especially with the aftermath, as it definitely now seems like it would have not been a profitable interest of mine. But as one door closes, another door opens, which I believe is why we are all here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, this event would not have happened if it weren't for us.
My dear, this event would not have happened if it wasn't for Lycinia. You're lucky she has found great favor in all of you. However, I am not that impressed. And I don't mean to be crude or rude. I know that my RBF can come across that way.
About prude.
Yes.
Sorry, I
Orion.
didn't mean to intrude.
Hey, another rhyme.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't have the time.
Dang, she's good.
But
Fine.
as I was saying, we would not be here if it wasn't for Lycinia. Now, I am more or less looking to seek a new return of investment. I'm also told that you two are looking for sponsorship. I'm correct in this, yes?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, seeing as how we are here because of Lycinia, and you all were able to do what you were able to do because I allowed you to have my invitation. It seems you're in debt to more than one person this evening.
Oh, that's just how it works. What's the debt?
Lucky for you, I am a bit more generous when it comes to forgiving debts. perhaps, even though one door is closed, another might be creaking open. But, of course, you two might be even further in my debt if I were to give you sponsorship. Of course, House Vendrell hasn't sponsored in quite a while, so it would be quite the buzz of the city. What is it that you two can offer me that I might consider such sponsorship?
I mean, aside from our obvious physical capabilities, and I mean, we have very strong, chances in the games. But aside from that, we are developing quite a reputation for ourselves in doing works for various individuals in the city, and when a name grows, so does its power, and to have an association with the collective, though young, though burgeoning, still has great potential to evolve into something much bigger than the games themselves.
Make a persuasion check.
And I have advantage on that. Okay.
Well, quick question, James. Is that for charisma related or just charisma checks?
It is just all charisma checks. I think charisma checks meaning like persuasion, deception as well. Because it's still charisma checks.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking. I mean, I was going to switch it. I was going to switch it to charisma if that was the case, but
Oh boy. Can I save this?
Save scrumming.
Can I save this? Do I want to use that bardic already?
Still.
I kind of have to, don't I? Is it a D8, right?
I mean, we can see where it goes.
It's a D8. Since it's an ability check, you can roll it twice.
I'll keep it in mind. We'll see where this goes.
Okay. My dear. Charisma and confidence will get you a long way, but a name is something I already have, as I'm sure you're quite well aware. No, I need a bit more. You, girl, as she looks over at Raven. Anything to add?
A sponsor would not just be charity. You would be investing in results. In assured triumph.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check at advantage. Just hyping up Claudia.
Persuasion, huh?
Yeah, that's your best one, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
natural 20 for a 19.
Yeah.
Oh boy, -1.
Yeah.
Sorry, I realized that it's an hour-long song, but it's literally just one song on a loop. I gotta change it.
Thank you.
Don't this band know any other songs? I can't focus.
I only listened to like the first 2 minutes of it, and I saw it was like an hour long, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this should be good." Not realizing that it would just be the same thing over and over again. Here we go. We'll do this one. Shed triumph. glory, what all young fighters seek in the games. I'll give you both this. Your confidence meters are very high. But I would need a little bit more assurance. But you have piqued my interest a little. Perhaps we can discuss more later as I have time to think. I'm sure the hors d'oeuvres will be passed out shortly, so mingle with the others for now. I'll come and find you when I'm ready.
Senator, and I'll give a curtsy. And, yep, I start looking for the hors d'oeuvres, like, once I get out of eyesight of her.
So it's as good a timing as any as you finish this conversation, and she still kind of clocks where you guys are, just seems to be studying you. It's about this time you hear the soft clinking of a fork on a crystal glass. Everyone seems to turn as Licinia is kind of standing towards the center. My friends, old, new, and delightfully curious. Tonight, we gather not for ceremony, but for celebration. Not of titles or names embroidered in legacy, but of those whose actions weave meaning into the present. She raises her glass slightly, her eyes glittering in the starlight. In this age of masks and motives, let us honor not only style, but substance. For just as thread holds a gown, so too do unseen hands hold the seams of a city together. She turns and subtly gestures towards the party with her glass. Please allow me to raise a toast to a group who proved with wit, discretion, and a touch of daring are still the finest garments one can wear. Allies I did not expect, but ones I now trust with my name stitched beside theirs. To our guest of honor, the collective, may their thread run through greater tapestry still. She drinks, as do the rest of the going party members. Now, do mingle. There are threads yet to pull, and more than one admirer already curious to learn of other patterns. And it's at this time hors d'oeuvres seem to begin to be passed out. Licinia places her glass down. She seems to be, as she finishes the speech, she seems to be accompanied by a familiar looking man. One middle-aged, wearing kind of purplish with like white, purple rose with like a white and brown sash. Definitely sun-beaten in his face. As he kind of joins her at the side, and she gives him a big hug, and kind of within earshot of you, Raven and Claudia. Lentulus, I think now is the best time. Please, I would like for you to meet, as she guides him by the hand towards you two. Claudia and Raven. Claudia, Raven, please meet. Oops, sorry. Please meet Lentulus Batiatus, as you two recognize from App Labby. So, with that said, leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger for you two. We're going to jump over to Anders, as you are full discussion with Remy Dubois.
Real quick, who was that last person you said?
Lentulus Batiatus.
Like, that's a mouthful of a name. Lentulus. Okay.
Of the House of Batiatus.
He was the announcer, right?
He
For the
was the
first game.
announcer and at the invitationals. Yes.
Yeah.
That's when I say that's when I told him he didn't know a pig from a piglet. Oh, that story always makes me laugh.
You have some of the most interesting phrases.
When you come from a rich history as such as these stories kind of just come with the territory. And along with that, you learn a phrase or two.
Well, I suppose that is true. Now, uh, don't mean to cut to the chase, but you spoke of some business.
A man after my own heart, I say. Well, let us get down to brass tacks, as they say.
I agree.
As I stated, I am a man of kind of puts his hands like holding his robe like at the collar, like where he's like kind of pulling down with both hands. I am a man of most prosperous uh most prosperous acquirements. I have obtained small stature of land just outside of the city. And with that, I have gone in motion to put in place several homes that I am able to rent out and thus acquire my wealth from. Now, I myself have in my possession of about 8 homes that I do rent out. However, I am only able to rent 7 at the moment.
And why is that?
Well, I say to put it in the simplest of terms, it is unfortunate that I found that the 8th house is quite possibly haunted.
Haunted, you say?
I say haunted.
Would you care to elaborate on this? I don't know. You can call me a sucker for the supernatural from time to time.
Well, when I first acquired the home, I couldn't keep a family in there, uh, even without the finest of stews, and the freshest of bread. It seemed every month or so, I'm having to fill the home myself again and again because everyone kept running out and saying that they kept hearing noises as well as seeing things that they could not explain. So after about the 5th family or so, I decided to look inside myself and stay the night. And what I saw still haunts me to this day.
Oh, please elaborate on what you saw.
Well, I mean, for starters, just the ghosts in general were screaming and hollering and yelling at me all kinds of obscenities that I dare not share with any other, for I am a gentleman. But the fact of the matter remains is that it definitely was not to be taken lightly, and I should have listened to them tenants. I should have. But my business heart got the better of me as I only saw dollar sign. And so I kept putting more families in there, and all of them had the same exact experiences. Now, they did not do no harm to me, as at the sight of the first, I we'll say that I was lucky I was wearing my brown pants that day. But I hightailed it out there like a guinea in the hot sun.
Well, I suppose. Is this the first time you've ever seen a ghost?
You tell me, young man, have you seen many ghosts in your days?
Well, unfortunately, yes. But I do quite a bit of traveling, so I guess it's that's besides the point. But well, we should be able to help you out. I don't see any issue with this. Now, we help you out. I mean, just have to ask, how are you going to help us?
Well, I can assume that you alls is here for the games, and you will most likely be here until the end of the games. Now, my question would be for all of you: where all is you staying? Where is your where all do you rendezvous at the end of the night?
Well, for the time being, we've been staying at the Ember Hearth. We paid them some gold to rent out the month while we're here. Um, it's convenient for us as we didn't know exactly what the city held in store for us when we first came.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it is not the worst of the taverns to stay in this city. I can say that for sure. Well, I was reckon though that unless you all will be leaving town after, that you all might need a place to stay once your once your lease agreement has ended with the Emberhoff. Now, because I am in possession of 7 other houses that are quite prosperous for me, as long as you all were willing to keep the house in order and make sure that no other damages and the general upkeep in general happens at the house, I'd be happy as a favor to Lacinia to set you up with room and board for no charge for as long as you all see fit. Now, this house is 6 bedrooms. It's got 1 bath center, quite comfortable for a party of your size, and by the looks of it, with the room left over.
Well, I do say that's quite the offer.
And of
And as
course,
I mentioned,
I may come by time to time to check in on things, and if I may have a small errand or two to have you all run for me.
well, I'm not opposed to that either. Um, Now let's say we want to add, I don't know, extensions or additions to the house. Could we also come to you through that?
I mean, if you have the coin, then I believe anything is possible. But I will not be adding any modifications to that house. No, sir. No, sir. I've already put quite a bit of penny into that house. So, but
Oh,
if you are
yes, yes.
looking to, as partners in such that it may be fortuitous for me in the future and prosperitous, then I believe we can come to some kind of an arrangement.
Oh, well, of course. I didn't mean to imply that we would expect you to do it. We would, if we needed an extension added to it, we would, of course, pay for everything. But I mean, I see nothing wrong with this business, and I could definitely see us proceeding with business in the future.
That is most wonderful to hear, and I of course look forward to our many business adventures into the future. So will you need time to discuss it with your compatriots?
I suppose I will, just to make sure that everybody's fine with it. I see no issue. It's always more polite to include the group, you know?
Well, of course, in such a group as yourself, democracy, as does this great nation live on, democracy is the finest of means to an end. So please, discuss it amongst yourselves, and I am, will not have any hard feelings if you all come to a decision together that is not prosperous for all of you.
Well, I will be in touch with you, Remy.
Oh, that is most wonderful, Mr. Anders. That is most wonderful to hear. And I definitely look forward to hearing your answer, as well as looking forward to these scrumptious little hors d'oeuvres. Thank you, madam, for bringing these by.
I give him a gentle bow, take an hors d'oeuvre, and then make my way over to Zeg and Elmoril.
Okay. So, as that is happening, Zegruk, Elmoril, you guys doing anything?
I don't know. Zagrok is deep in his cups.
Yeah, I think I'm still just, I don't know, trying to figure out what's going on. So
Alrighty. So it's fine. I put, it takes a little plot hook, in front of you guys, but that's okay. So we'll jump back to we'll jump back to Claudia and Raven. Hey, you guys said you didn't want to do nothing.
I just said I was drunk. That's all I did.
I imagine this. Well, obviously it's 9:55, so this is gonna pour into next session. But we'll jump back to Claudia and Raven for now. So Claudia, Raven, as Lycinia introduces you to Lentulus Batiatus. You can see him kind of like holding in one of his hands. It seems like he grabbed a handful of hors d'oeuvres as he kind of looks you both up and down, pops one in his mouth and chews. So these are the two that you spoke of, Lycinia. Yes, Claudia, Raven, I believe, the main point of this evening was looking for sponsorship. Now, I know I couldn't help but oversee you were speaking to Senator Vendrell. She would be a wonderful sponsor if you were able to obtain that, but keep your options open is all I say, as I'm sure Batiatis here will want to hear what you have to say.
Thank you, Lycinia. I think we'll take it from here. We've got a lot to talk about.
That you do. Well, Lentulus, please come find me before the evening is over. I have a gift for your wife. Gratitude. As she kind of gives a bow and walks away. So, as he pops another hors d'oeuvre in his mouth, I remember you two fighting in the sands at Aplaby. Quite the impressive showing.
Yes, and we remember seeing you and hearing you there as well. And, beyond that, just your gladiatorial achievements.
Well, most of those achievements were done by my father, but I am, since his passing, looking to continue his legacy. And these games are as good as any. So, I'm sure my reputation, as well as my family's name, precedes itself. If you would like, you guys can make a history check. $14, $13. Okay. Raven, for Claudia, you're a little bit more well versed in, because it's been your dream for as long as you can remember of competing in the games. Raven, the name sounds familiar in the small bit of research that you did before coming to Rulin and seeking participation in the games. The name Batiotis is definitely it's etched in history. Plenty of champions have come from the House of Batiotis, and a few of them have even won. Um, However, it's been quite a few years since House Batiotis has raised a champion to the highest level. Um, Claudia, you know that as Lentulus himself has not been able to produce a champion himself, where all the champions seem to have come from his father. But if I was to tell you I already have 2 champions chosen, what would you say?
I would say that you're choosing the 2 before you.
And why is that? What makes you better than the champions I already have picked?
I'm sure the champions that you have picked are of the highest class of their kind, but I mean, they can only go so high. But Raven and I, our potential is limitless.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, you know what? Let me cash in now on the D8.
Okay. Team.
Yep.
You can roll it twice.
Twice? Oh, baby. Oh, for an 18.
Much better.
He pops another hors d'oeuvre in his mouth as he seems to kind of clap his hands after finishing the last one. For you, I might be convinced. Your showing in Applabby was quite impressive. For your friend, though, kind of looks at Raven. While you may have won, your showing was not as impressive. Apologies for the directness.
Arms fold. Looking away.
So what say you? Can you bring the fire that a champion should bring?
Well, yes.
And how so?
Like in what style, or
Well, your past experience spoke for itself, but you're speaking now.
well,
What can you tell me?
have a different approach. I'm a combination of intellect and precision. I I calculate and optimize more than just winging it, running in willy-nilly. So, if I can get ahead, I can gap the competition by miles.
Okay. I would like you to also make a persuasion check at advantage, please. Yeah, I assume your charisma is the same. It's the same modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'll throw that.
Come on,
Throw that old D8 on there.
Big 8.
Well, they're bardic.
Go ahead with the reroller.
Okay.
13. It's not that bad.
I may yet be convinced. The heart of a champion is hard to come by. That fire, that desire, not just for the notoriety, but for the actual willingness to gain legendary status in the arena and amongst the sands. I can see it in you as he looks at you, Claudia. But I may take a bit more convincing from you, Raven. Tell you what. Words are words. I am a man of action. If you are too comfortable, stop by my Ludus tomorrow. You can show your worth there. I'll pit you both against my current champions. And if you manage to beat them, then I could possibly consider changing sponsorship.
That sounds like an exciting offer.
That's about time. All this trivial talk. Oh, that's all it's been all night. It's just results. That's all that matters.
And ain't nothing more honest than a spar. I mean, the results will be laid right before you.
Yes. Enough of these hypotheses. It's time to test reality with tangible outcomes.
These events are necessary. For you have to know a person before you can entrust them with the actions that are needed. Don't celebrate too soon. But I'll give you a chance. Seek me out of my Ludus. And may your fortune favor you. He kind of grabs another handful of hors d'oeuvres before kind of giving you both of you a slight nod and moving on to the next person.
Mm-hmm.
And as you two are left standing with not a guarantee, but at least something tangible from Lentulus and a possible offer from Senator Vendrell. That is where we'll pick up next time.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank God we had that advantage. Because we are not very persuasive people. We needed all those buffs.